what the fuck did I just watch?
It's sickening, actually.
What did I like? So I had to.
You're a better man than me because I didn't watch it.
So and because of that, I had to supersize today. Yo, do they rehearse?
Probably not.
Do they go through the process to see if this shit is even doable? Guys, oh my god.
How many hours was it?
I think it was a 3-hour show.
Yo,
a 3-hour show, but it felt like maybe 4 or 5 by the time the main event was over. I'll be fair. Put it out right now. We haven't got to the pay-per-view yet, but I didn't watch it. I had a lot to do today, so.
I mean, same. That's why I had it playing in the background, but I legit just played it for just playing it.
I will say though, the best part of the whole show for me, the best part of not watching it was listening to Brian Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Radio. Watch it. Oh my god, that was fucking.
Was he doing that live?
He was doing it live. He was doing it live, and he legit at one point says, "Is Triple H coming out with a tricycle?"
And then those
I'm dead.
fucking Saudi fans, the 10 of them that was actually active, had the nerve, the unmitigated motherfucking gall to utter the words, "This is awesome." Like, what the fuck are they? Yo, okay. This is awesome.
In their defense, right? I'm about to say in their defense,
that shit was the most dreadful shit.
They don't get to watch this stuff live.
No. That is like my shit was like my 2 drunk fucking uncles that decided to get up from the dominoes table and get up and actually have a sparring match and decided to, you know what, I'm gonna put on my wrestling trunks. You know what, I'm gonna put on my pajamas and we gonna have ourselves a good old wrestling match.
So if homeboy that was listening
to
it live,
can
I listen to that right now?
Yes. I'll send you the link.
Please, thank you.
Welcome everyone to the Pro Wrestling Spotlight presents True Hill Heat 37. We are live right now, just a few hours after WWE Sweet Saudi Money 3. We'll be discussing SSM3.
That shit felt like it just finished.
Yes, it just finished. We're going to be discussing the New Japan Pro Wrestling Best of the Super Juniors 26 finals. And we haven't been with you in 2 weeks, so we'll be giving you our thoughts on
Has
AEW
it been 2 weeks?
Double or
Mango
Nothing.
or pineapple?
And we'll be giving you our thoughts on this Sunday's Dominion
Liquor or
pay-per-view.
juice first?
So welcome to
Liquor or juice first?
Liquor.
Welcome to True Hill Heat 37. You know the top guy JJ, our resident True Hill alcoholic, and the always beautiful, always lovely Miss Krssi Luv is with us. Welcome, guys. How you guys feeling today?
Amazing.
Stressed.
Tired, but you know.
Stressed the fuck out. Stressed out. Like, I'm not supposed to have waken up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to and then watch that.
Apparently, yeah. I know it's rough. It's okay.
It's a totally different show from the AEW one that you enjoyed.
Oh God, we're not even. We'll
talk about the stark contrast in those shows, momentarily. But let's discuss how we always start.
My shit is gonna be all the way up.
True heel roll call.
That is a lot.
I know.
That is
I know.
From the True Hill group page. This is where we
That's all I need. It's a little color.
A little color. That's all I need.
Okay.
That's all I need.
Let's shout out a couple of our top 3 conversation starters who are known as the True Hill Trinity. Coming in at number 3, we got Jamie Tanak. Coming in at number 2 is Bruno AB. Sorry, Bruno, no applause for you this week. Johnny Baby Seth, he is at Impact Pro Wrestling right now in Queens, so he is not with us. Our producer, Baby Seth, is not with us today. So sorry, Bruno, no standing round of applause for you.
Bruno!
Listen.
All right.
Okay.
Yay, Bruno. And then number 1, the Negro Buck, Nick Jackson, coming in at number 1. But you 3 guys better watch out, because my boy, the true face, Steve Salvage, is nipping at your heels. He's right underneath them at number 4. So he might break the streak before you guys make it to THH to 50. So,
okay.
Our True Hills that we got to shout out. Carlos Navarro. He's been creating a lot of conversations on the True Hills group page. So shout outs to him. Nick Bardot. Charles Cousins III. Bobby
Charles
Davis.
Cousins. There's 3 of you guys? Wow.
Apparently, yes. Jameson Black and Gabriel Cameron. And then a couple of our YouTube subscribers you got to shout out. Steve Savage Hall and James Fulham. So shouts out to you guys. You're a couple of our new subscribers on our YouTube channel. So we don't have our producer here with us, so a couple of us are
going to say we're going to do the
I'm reading. Y'all better say some relevant shit if y'all want to be talked about. Listen, you talking directly to us now, y'all. Don't be putting up no bullshit that the little 3 words.
No, nothing through the filter of our producer this week.
So Chris said
but if you are a first time watcher, I'll shout you out.
So Chris Gutierrez says, I think they were actually chanting, this is harem? Really? Chris?
Harem.
Chris?
I think that was a racist joke. I'm pretty sure that was a racist joke.
I'm sorry if that was supposed to be a joke and I made it fail. I apologize.
Yeah, you didn't have quite the delivery. Shouts out to Justin Lopez. He says I gotta talk louder because he can barely hear me. Nick Jackson is happy about the True Hill Trinity still being the top 3. And we got Lawrence Brown, my good friend Lawrence Brown, king of the wee-wee. He cuts out Toxic True Hill, yes. And then Bruno AB says he's still here, bitches.
He said, Google it. Are you laughing? Chris!
And then shouts out to
Walter Scott.
Walter Scott, a
Thanks for watching.
watcher. Thank you for watching, sir.
Hi, Mr. Scott.
So let's get into it, guys. True Hill Heat 37. We got to start off. We've been off for 2 weeks since AEW Double or Nothing. So we got to talk about the man that made the most noise at Double or Nothing. The man that came out with the podcast that I am now calling the essential listening for every wrestling fan in the world today. It is no longer the CM Punk embellishing stories about his injuries on a couch with his best friend. It is now this man on Talk is Jericho. And then finally, this past Wednesday, this man became the first ever man to win the WWE United States Championship and the IWGP United States Championship. That's right, I am talking about Dean Ambrose, aka now Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley has become the hottest pro wrestler in the business today. It started off at AEW Double or Nothing when he came out at the end of the show. He attacked Chris Jericho, Paul Turner, the referee, got into a huge brawl with Kenny Omega and laid him out, laying the groundwork for a huge match between those two. Then he followed that up with a huge podcast on Talk is Jericho where he went in on everything that has gone on over the last 6 months with him in WWE, all the creative problems, and how he said it best. The WWE gave him, a nice life. He did a lot of great things with Make-A-Wish. He met his wife, but then he spent 2 hours burying the company. So, and then finally to top all of that off, at the Best of the Super Juniors 26 finals, he defeated Juice Robinson for the IWGP United States Championship in a great brawl. So, what were your guys' thoughts on everything that's been going on with Jon Moxley? What was your reaction to his debut with AEW, signing with AEW, and then showing up in New Japan?
I mean, well, once he dropped that promo video, we kind of already knew, even though he said he did that video like a long time ago before it even dropped. And then he comes out and everyone like blew the roof off the damn house of that place. And even if you were not at Legends, I mean, I'm sorry, you were not at a good place. 3, it just proves that everything we've said about the WWE is in true facts. Everything that he was doing was trash. He didn't even like doing that trash. We said it was trash. And what a way to say fuck you, Vince.
And I will say, the fact that you're saying that means a lot, because when the whole Jon Moxley video came out, you were down on him, and you were like, this was not going to make you, I would say that you were kind of against him being the hottest wrestler.
Not even against, I was like, I just hope everyone keeps
convinced.
Right, I was hoping everyone keep that same energy, because they was like, oh my God. Y'all wasn't calling for his name no other time.
Because of what WWE had him doing.
Right. So, again, still making it say what we said was true.
Yeah, It's WWE.
It's all their fault. He tried to beg him to change it, and he just was like, being the company guy, tried to do his job. He didn't want to make it worse for his wife because she still got to work there. I wonder what was the next day at work with that,
Ooh, I can imagine.
Like, what did it say?
Monday was like
right,
after Double or Nothing, man.
Like, well, I don't know. Like, what did they say? Like, a lot of people, I'm sure, was talking.
It's all the tea he spilled on Talk Is Jericho. What was your reaction to his debut at Double or Nothing, Top Guy JJ?
I will literally go in my pocket right now and eat all the crow. I was on not all the way on Krssy's side, but I felt the same. I felt blah too, because I didn't feel that he would. I in my mind, and this is just anybody that works and that anybody, when you spend so much years getting watered down and buried, your mind sometimes goes away with it. Sometimes your creative juices goes away with it. The minute he stepped out of that company, and it was all telling from that podcast, he had a countdown. He had a countdown, and you can now see, if you play hindsight, you can see the countdown playing out through his live looks. And as soon as that shit hit fucking April 30th and that contract was over, holy shit, the passion for the wrestling came back. You seen this fire-ass promo introduction that he had. I mean, it was kind of telling, as we said on the last episode of True Heel Heat, that he was going to be at Double or Nothing. I picked him to be at the Battle Royal. Obviously wrong about that. Much better booking, of course. That's why I'm sitting here and they're booking. But the fact that he actually debuted at a headline spot and he actually put on the finishing touches to a remarkable fucking pay-per-view, and then literally a couple of days later puts out another video shooting that juice, calling himself the Death Rider.
This was
it was just like
that was already out.
It was just like,
it was all build up.
I'm sold. He literally sold me. I'm like, all right, I'm bought into this character. I'm so bought the fuck in. It literally feels like somebody has invigorated that wrestling passion and is putting that shit all on the screen. And that makes matches better. That makes storytelling better. It makes you more invested. And thank you, Jon motherfucking Moxley, because you proved me and probably a whole lot of other people wrong when you came and you did what the fuck you did, because bravo to you, man. You fucking did it.
Yep.
He did have the biggest moment of AEW Double or Nothing. I mean, the reaction that he got when he came through the crowd was amazing. And the reaction that we had at Legends was amazing. We felt like we were live at the building because of how much people were excited as soon as he came on the camera. And then Jim Ross on the call, that was vintage Jim Ross. Jim Ross on the call made it so much better. If you hear him on the Weight Color podcast, he talks about that. He said he's the type of guy that never likes to rewatch anything he does, but he was like, that was the greatest moment of his career. He said that he won the WWE Championship right across the street at the T-Mobile Arena. That moment at Double or Nothing was bigger than that.
Wow.
And he said that he never rewatches anything he does, but he rewatched that, and he was like, Jim Ross made him look so much cooler than he really is. He was like, Jim Ross took it to a whole other level.
How smart was it of all the producers, whether it was Cody, the Bucks, whoever made the decision not to tell Jim Ross that Moxley was coming?
That was,
because it created that organic response, like, holy hell, what is he doing here? Oh my God, because Jim Ross was on the fence with me all night with his commentary.
Yes, he looked tired. He looked like he didn't want to really be there.
It started feeling New Japan-esque. And once that championship match happened and the Cody and Dustin match took place, you started to feel some of his passion kind of reignite. You kind of see he's lighting the lighter and it's sparking. And it's sparking. It's not exactly lighting up. Yeah. And when Moxley came out, that shit just holy shit, business is about to pick up. And it was like, oh, all right. Now this is some good shit.
But it just proves to you that like what WWE was doing with him as a heel character, because they could have did so much good stuff with him, and they just dropped the ball. And then him like doing Vince's voice and just like going back.
God. That was the best part of the Talk is Jericho. It's just good shit. It's just good shit.
And it's like it's sad because
this
then
is
like
so you. This is so you.
No, it's not. And then like Jericho's there, like saying like he used to do the same shit with me. I'm like, oh my God, like Vince is really like he does not know what he's doing.
No,
he doesn't get it. Like he's an old and it's like your dad did this, so you should try not to do what your dad did because you didn't want to do what he was doing. But the cycle is going the same way, and it's like Shane and none of them. I don't know why they're not picking up to like take it away from you. I don't know, but it's sad because it's like it's the same cycle, and you're so out of touch with what's going on.
Yeah.
And they said it, and it's like, Dad, I'm sure everyone has said it, but now you have like more of the forefront when it's more like wider, where a lot more people can hear it and listen and see like, damn, they really telling the same thing. Not everyone can be telling the same lie.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a lie. It's the same truth.
And
like,
if you notice, since the Talk is Jericho podcast came out, no one from WWE has come out and said he over-embellished. No one's come out and said that he sounds bitter. He sounded very grateful for his time in WWE, and he was 100% honest with Chris Jericho because it felt like that whole podcast felt like two friends just talking.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like two friends just talking more than CM Punk and Colt Cabana sounded like two friends talking, which was supposed to be two friends talking. CM Punk got so overboard with that it kind of like I always heard, oh, that's the podcast wrestling fans should listen to.
Mm-hmm.
No, because CM Punk was so bitter that he over-embellished everything. And I said it to a couple of my friends. If CM Punk leaves WWE in 2011 when his contract expired and he re-signed at Money in the Bank 2011, if he leaves in 2011 and he does the Colt Cabana podcast, that's how it would have sounded. Because he would have left before his passion for wrestling died. Mm-hmm. It died in the 3 years that he re-signed for, and Jon Moxley is different because he got out with his soul still intact.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the part that I was afraid of because he's been with WWE since 2012, and it was just, how long can you keep that fire? Like, how long?
And he said it himself. He's like, when he was out on his injury, he was like, when he left, he had lost it. Then he started watching old tapes, watching old things on the network, and he started getting the love back. And then once they told him he was going to do the stuff, he was like, shit. Like, damn. No, he's like one of those people that don't like, damn, do I got to go to work today? Like that, they really hate their job.
What was very telling was when he said during that exact podcast, my love for wrestling started coming back once I was rehabbing and I was working out. I was getting in shape. I was ready to come back, but not for WWE. But not for WWE. He despised having to go back there because he knew what was in store for him.
But he was looking forward to coming back and giving that return pop. And then he talked about it, and I think we talked about this.
I've been harping on this forever.
He ruined the whole surprise of his return because of that whole setup with Seth Rollins. Like, you got a psychopath in your corner. So I'm gonna have
a lunatic in mind.
Oh my God!
So it just showed that Seth didn't want to say it. He didn't want to say it. Just ruined the whole damn thing.
It ruined. They find a way to ruin everything. So what was your guys' thoughts on him winning the IWGP United States Championship? His whole new look. His whole new look, like that was the best I've seen Jon Moxley look in the 7 years he's been in WWE. He never looked that good coming out. Like I heard,
it's like you can take a month vacation off, like whatever, and he been back at the gym. Like he was just in sleep, eat, gym. And then eat, gym.
Though that was the first thing that caught me, but the second thing, that reaction to him. When as soon as he came in the crowd, there was a roar. Mm-hmm. There was a whole different vibe to him in New Japan. So what was you guys' thoughts on that?
So I'm not gonna read his whole comment because this is a Bible. So Simon Monk says this match was a 3-star match with Juice Robinson. So first you need to watch wrestling matches again.
Well, to be fair, Simon Monk is from the UK and he only enjoys Pete Dunne matches from what
I get it. That's fine. But like, just because you have a favoritism towards another match, and this is probably other people too. Like, people's buying into the hype potentially of Jon Moxley. People is buying into, dude. He fought harder than any match that he ever had in the WWE. His style, literally, it started off WWE like. I will say that the first 2-3 minutes of that match was very WWE like, and then boom, at that 5-minute mark, that shit picked all the way up. That shit went completely outside WWE's realm. It started to feel like an independent match. It started to feel like those matches with those rugged styles, with the careless striking, the shit that we love and we crave for. That shit started to creep into it, and it just became a thing of beauty. That's why it got such a great response throughout the entire 22 minutes of the match. Like, it was a fantastic fucking match. And I'm not the biggest fan. I said I hate Dean Ambrose matches. I couldn't stand his matches, but I was into that shit. That shit was excellent. Juice Robinson had a hell of a performance as well.
That was his best match since the series with AJ in 2016, 3 years ago.
Yeah,
and in my eyes, that was Juice Robinson's best match. And I was live for the previous match that I thought was his best match against Jay White in San Francisco last year. But that one was better.
Now, him winning the IWGP United States title, I was kind of on the fence with it, but it's kind of like, it's one of those things you kind of got to strike while the iron is super, super hot. And they struck while the iron is super, super hot because it's probably going to lead to more stories in the future for New Japan, and probably going to start to maybe potentially build this relationship with AEW, which is something I've been against. But if they're going to do it this beautifully, it's like, damn, I just got to sit back and watch.
You just
got to sit back and watch because they're like the freedom. You can just feel the freedom in these characters, and it is fucking amazing.
Absolutely.
Sad part is that Sad part is that Vince probably don't even give a damn about none of this that happened.
Oh no, he gives a damn.
You think so?
He definitely gives a damn.
I don't really think he does.
Anytime
he knows it's happening, but
Vince does not want to be the bad guy. So that the fact that this podcast is going out now, Dustin's podcast with Talk Is Jericho came out this week. These are things that make Vince look bad. Yeah. And he does not want the WWE to be the bad guy company, and he especially doesn't want him to be the bad guy of the wrestling business.
WWE, it's him, not WWE. But even though he is
he is WWE.
Yeah.
He's the one that makes all the decisions. Every decision goes through him. Like, that's why I tell people on these message boards when they want to separate the in-ring product of NXT from WWE. No, I'm sorry. Keep the same energy.
No,
it's all WWE. NXT is WWE. On social media, in business terms, anything trademarked, you would see WWE NXT. It's not just NXT. I see brands. I see people break down the brands like, oh, tier A is NXT and New Japan. Tier B is AEW. Tier C is WWE. Tier B is No! WWE, if you're gonna keep the same energy, then put Raw and SmackDown separate. Don't just put WWE and then put NXT like it's a different entity. It's the same company.
Someone wrote, I said, is it still a shakeup? Is it still like
the wild card rule has totally ruined all that. We're not gonna get into
that's gonna
with him in New Japan. Jon Moxley, do you guys think he's gonna be in this summer's G1 Climax?
Probably so.
I think they need him in there, especially with how the sales are for right now for Dallas. It hasn't sold out yet, so I really believe they need to. How about you?
I don't care anything about what. When I tell you I have so little care for anything WWE is doing now.
I'm not talking about WWE.
No,
I'm in depression right now.
This is why I call him a WWE mark, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the spotlight and the true heroes.
There was actually a very interesting.
Simon Monk says, "Great, you guys are so passionate about it. Wish I got it. Simon, at the
It's
end of the
okay,
day,
like,
it's
you know.
okay if you don't get it, my brother. As long as we can all admit on the same level, Simon Monk, me, you, everyone else, New Japan made a new star in one night. Regardless of how you felt about the match, they made Jon Moxley a new star for them. So at the end of the day, that's what we got to do. Justin says, knocked myself out and thought I could finish. Love my fans, but let you down. I guess that's what Goldberg said, but we're not up to that part. And then Chris Gutierrez says, as the U.S. champion, he has to be at the G1. I agree. I agree that, and they need him for those sales. I think that Jon Moxley will be a draw for them in the United States, and that's something that they need right now.
So that knocked myself out and thought I could finish. Love my fans, but let you down. Was that an apology from Goldberg?
I guess.
Because that's exactly what JJ said.
That's why you literally.
No, I know. I'm just asking. Was that the apology? Was that the worded apology?
So we gotta get to that. We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that when we talk about
What's next?
So final thing on Jon Moxley. Who is it that y'all guys want to see him versus in AEW or New Japan? Number one person. Before we move on.
Who he's warring right now?
Kenny Omega?
Kenny or Jericho?
Kenny.
Jericho?
It's Kenny for me.
Kenny Omega? I did not... That was the type of match...
Either one of them.
When those guys started brawling at Double or Nothing, it was the type of match I never knew I wanted until I saw it. Until they started brawling.
Exactly.
And then I was like, yo, I want this match more than any match in wrestling right now. That's how it was, and I believe it's going to happen at All Out, but we'll talk about that more when we talk about Double or Nothing. Let's get into ROH and more controversy. More bad news for ROH, JJ. How about it? So ROH this time, they have a little bit of controversy from their live event in Pacific Northwest. They had a fan who was basically heckling the Allure stable, which is the beautiful people of Angelina Love and Velvet Sky and their colleague Mandy Leon. Mandy Leon is the girlfriend of ROH Booker Delirious, and Velvet Sky is the fiance of new ROH Booker Bully Ray. The fan actually said some things in reference to Velvet Sky's relationship with Bully Ray, which were considered, inappropriate. So they had security go into the crowd, grab the fan. Instead of kicking the fan out, which what they should have done, they had the fan go backstage and had him wait. Had him wait until Bully Ray came out and basically gave the fan a lecture on how to be a fan. That he should not be saying things to the ladies that he shouldn't say to his mother.
What?
Bully Ray. Let me repeat this. Bully Ray, a.k.a. Bubba Ray Dudley, who cursed out mothers and grandmothers in ECW, told a fan that he should not tell heel bad guy wrestlers things that he would not say to his mother. And then he told the fan, go back to the crowd and just be a fan. And then tapped him on the back. Bully Ray has come out and said that the fan basically warped this whole story into making himself look like the victim. But, I'll get into what I feel about this certain situation. But what do you guys think about this whole big controversy, a new controversy with ROH, and how they handled this situation with the fan?
Why I keep asking the same. Why the hell is Bully Ray still in the business?
Right.
It's like asking the same question over and over.
I'm like, what?
And over.
This is stupid.
This is not. This is just more ammo.
This is just a waste of time to even talk about.
Yo, get all of these has-beens out. Yo, Bully Ray, get him gone. He's been great for the business, but not no more. Like, he's out of touch. He's out of touch with the world. And come on, we know what the fuck our reaction was when we saw this Allure shit. Like, what the fuck is that?
No one wanted that.
The last thing that I remember from Allure was that R&B song that came out in like 1994. Like, all cried out. Like, I'm all cried out with one. Yes. Like, bye.
I'm done.
Like, bye. Like, what the fuck? And I love, and anybody that knows me knows I love the third girl in Allure.
What?
Mandy Leon. He still has a huge crush.
And I'm not even going to call her Mandy. I'm not even calling her that no more because she's a part of this bullshit. She's like, what the fuck? But
I never knew that side.
This is all cancer. Like, this is all more cancer to ROH. Like, it is bad enough that ROH is in a fucked up spell right now. It is bad enough ROH is in a fucked up spell right now. It's bad enough they're in a fucked up spell.
Yep. This is
and then you got these jackasses. This is why they get fired from fucking companies like Impact. This is why you get fired from these bullshit. Like, this is how it happens.
Well, you know.
This is what happens. I have this big smile on my face because I did try to tell JJ ROH is not the I am a lifelong ROH. I became a fan in 2003, 2004. It's not that anymore. It's not that. And like, it started from the backstage. I told y'all on one of the old Heated Opinions, Delirious was killing ROH, and then they made it worse by hiring Bully Ray to be a part of his team. Oh my God,
Chris, shut up.
It just goes from bad to worse.
Damn it.
Let's hear from the spotlight in the True Hills. Walter Scott, shouts out to him. He said he's gonna share it. He's gonna watch later. You can watch on demand, Walter Scott. We are become a subscriber on our YouTube channel. What else we got here? We got Nick Jackson says he will probably be, because all the champions are. He's talking about Jon Moxley in the G1 Climax. Nick Jackson also wants to see Jon Moxley versus Suzuki in New Japan, and he wants to see him versus Jimmy Havoc in AEW. Chris Gutierrez wants to see him versus Jay White. He says, a.k.a. Dirt Blade versus the Six Blade. Mike Martin, the Juggalo Mike, says he's ready for Janela versus Moxley. That's going to be at Fyter Fest on June 29th in Dayton, Florida. And then JJ's favorite, Jason Michael Campbell, is with us. He says, what's up, guys?
Hey.
And Marcos Martinez says Teddy Hart was AEW. Was AEW or is AEW? I'm going to need you to respond to that, Marcos Martinez. Maybe that's new news that we can break on THH 37. And Jason Michael Campbell says, JJ, you really need to learn a new vocabulary.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Because you curse a lot.
So the fuck what?
See,
fucking live with it, you fuck face.
Oh, Jesus.
How about you learn to say something that's more than a 3-line fucking thing or 4 words or whatever you just use over here. You need to learn this. This is my favorite. Or this. Like, yo, listen, how about you come on the show?
No, but can I just say, Aldo Diaz might have the comment of the whole THH 37. He says, I just want to say real quick that I enjoyed SP3's entrance with Adam Cole at TakeOver 25.
Facts.
That was not me.
Facts.
But that was horrible. That was a horrible entrance. And I would get to that.
You think so?
Yeah, I hated that. And I liked the song. When he came out with the video. I was like, that's great. But what
Nothing, I thought that was homeboy. What's the dude that used to be with
Leo Rush?
Yes, there you go.
But no, live, that performance was awful to me. I'm sorry.
You were there?
No, I'm just saying when he performed live, Adam Cole just looked like he was annoyed with him. Like, Adam Cole did not want him in the entrance. Like, Adam Cole's like, damn it. He's just doing the same entrance. Did not even acknowledge him.
Yo, I was about to say that. Do you notice when artists usually get to come out with the talent?
Does he sing the song?
Usually,
that's him singing it? That's the real artist?
He did a rap to the
Usually the talent will point to the artist,
like,
give a shout to the artist, like, point them out.
No, like, did they rehearse?
Yo, Adam Cole paid this kid no attention. Like, he paid him no attention. And what's funny is that if you kind of watch the video of him going over this line, this track on IG, it actually doesn't sound that bad.
Yo, it does not sound bad at all.
But the voice over live, it's literally, it's like a bad American Idol audition. Like, it's like, whoa, like, yo, don't. Just like, you know what that shit is like? That shit is like how Undisputed Era has literally like a perfect ring entrance. Mm-hmm. That's like somebody rapping over Stone Cold's music.
Yeah. That's really what it felt like.
And it's like, all right, shut up.
It's just like, we don't need
shut
this.
Shut up. You about to fuck up. You about to fuck up my boom.
We really don't need this. We're going to move on to our next topic. Our next topic has to be with someone that we've talked about before this year. And it seems like to me, I wanted to say this, that True Hill Heat has been dedicated to 2 topics. AEW and people that want to leave WWE. That's like this whole 2019. That's been like the majority.
The whole 19, you think?
The whole of 2019.
Maybe like the last 4 months.
It's only been like 6 months.
I mean,
that's just saying, like, that was like not the whole 6 months,
literally
but
the whole year.
Yeah.
Like January, AEW came in. Literally in January, that's when the Dean Ambrose leaving story came out.
Did they get the? Oh, sorry, never mind.
Been since
They get the whole like
Dude,
press
the only
release.
time it seemed like people didn't want to leave WWE is the month of WrestleMania.
That was it. That was it.
Now,
And then
like WrestleMania is over.
After
Like WrestleMania is over. Fuck WWE all over again.
Immediately after, that's when this woman.
Yo, there's a
become
pay-per-view
star.
called Stomping Grounds coming up. Like, what the fuck?
Sasha Banks is reborn on social media as Mercedes Varnoda. It's her old independent wrestling name. She's removed all the WWE tags from her social media. She's come out with a new photo shoot. Reclaiming that she's gonna reclaim her soul, that she finally found Mercedes.
See what I'm saying? Look at it. Somebody's not telling a lie. You can't keep telling the same damn lie.
So what were your thoughts on Sasha's whole social media rebirth and all these cryptic tweets? She did a live. She did live tweets during AEW Double or Nothing.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So
so you see the difference between Moxley and Sasha is that it looks like Moxley just couldn't wait to break free. It just looks like Sasha is just crying for help.
Yeah.
Like, it's so different. So
I can't. No.
Anybody that says. Anybody after the Jon Moxley podcast, excuse me, because I'm literally trying to remove the whole Dean Ambrose thing. But the fact that anybody that relates that the Sasha, Sasha maybe should get an apology for how she feels because of how Moxley exposed WWE. No, because Moxley's got a brain up here. Sasha just wants shit handed to her, and there's a major motherfucking difference.
That pissed me off so much. After that talk is Jericho with Jon Moxley, the amount of Sasha Banks fans.
Oh my God!
That came to me and be like, "Oh, so do you still feel like Sasha's being a baby? You owe her an apology now." No, because she re-signed with WWE last year. It wasn't 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. It was last year when she had been through 2 or 3 years of them not using her properly. What type of brain dead decision was that for her to resign last fucking year? Are you fucking kidding me?
And then Shorty does a cartoon silhouette of herself and posts it on social media. What does it look like? The exact same woman. Like nothing different. Nothing different. Literally a carbon copy of Sasha Banks WWE. The same shit. Just because you take a couple little sexy photos in front of a tree or some shit doesn't mean you reinvigorated or reinvented yourself. You're not gonna wrestle in that shit. You're not gonna wrestle barefoot. That shit ain't happening.
Not for nothing. That's what Jamaica do for you. Make you, feel your soul and be, reborn again.
No.
In her defense, looking at these pictures because I didn't see them before, so I'm looking at them now while you talk. And for nothing,
she's reinventing herself, right?
I mean, it just looked like vacation pictures to me. Like she having a good time. I like her with black hair, with her natural hair. She looks great. I don't know what that's for, but
She's reinvented.
It looks the same thing. It's the same fucking shit. This was 4 days ago.
She liked it.
That's what you do on Instagram.
So apparently, Sasha had a meeting with Vince McMahon to discuss future plans. And
she's kind of like Dean. Her husband still got to make people costumes and whatnot.
He's
he still got to.
Extremist, seamist, or whatever, seamstress.
He's a wardrobe creator. Thank you.
A seamstress. That's the professional term for it.
All right, fine. Whatever. You could potato, whatever you want to call it. I mean,
that's what it is.
He's a seamstress. Fine, whatever. He still worked there, and he still.
Do you see my point?
It looked like vacation pictures. Don't look like nothing to me.
WWE sent on vacation and said, "I'm gonna take some nice little photos." I mean, the photos are nice.
Right, they're very nice.
Photos are nice.
They look like vacation. I don't see anything reborn.
Photos are nice.
Your name is still Sasha Banks on Twitter. The only thing that's changed is on Instagram, which is Mercedes. Okay, Mercedes. I mean, that name still.
You know what the photos look like? Sasha Lena.
What's wrong with him?
A lot of things.
I mean, like, she looks great. She just looks like Sasha, but just with natural color hair. It looks like she's just on vacation. And you're like, oh, let me just take a couple of pictures in my swimsuit. That's what it looks like to me. I don't see nothing reborn. I don't see anything nice or whatever. Remember who she was in and changed the
I was saying, she had a meeting with Vince McMahon about future plans. So apparently they're on a good foot, and that the WWE officials believe that she's going to be returning to television this summer. What do you see Sasha? He's still
gonna drop the ball with her too. Stop it. Let's go. Next topic.
So the thing is that to the point is that Sasha is not going to be happy with any storyline that she gets unless she is literally a champion. So
and that ain't happening
unless she's getting a major push. But the thing is that becoming champion is not all it takes to get a major push.
Right.
You can have a major storyline involvement and have some great battles with a lot of the women that's in the WWE right now. Look like for nothing, like not for nothing. She ain't the champion, but look at somebody like Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans is OD interesting. Doesn't win a lot of matches at all, but she is way more interesting than Sasha Banks has been for the past year.
Very true. I will agree.
Not for nothing that he has a point. Like my husband, who watches it occasionally, and he'll watch it because I have it on. He's like, oh, who is that? I was like, oh, that's Lacey Evans. I was like, you never seen her? He's like, nah. I like her gear. She looks great. Who the hell is she? Like why she look? She's nice. And she was like, oh, she do more than that. She came out, with a little nice, cute outfit. She took it off, and he said, oh, he was like, that's her wrestling gear? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, interesting. I guess I'll, he's like tuned in to like see what more she can do. He heard her talking. She was like, okay.
Lacey Evans, true draw.
She's interesting.
Even though that match with Charlotte was the worst Charlotte Flair match I've ever seen.
She's at least interesting.
And Charlotte doesn't put on like horrible matches.
No, she doesn't.
She really
doesn't.
like
that was all on Lacey.
I was gonna say she botched that up. Unfortunately, and usually like Charlotte can like at least pull and like at least make the match great. Yeah. Charlotte don't do horrible matches.
Yeah, it was just really bad. A whole bunch of botches. And so let's hear from the Spotlight and the true heels here. So Jason Michael Campbell, he says, Is
that your real name?
Yeah, that is.
That's his real name?
Yeah. He's talking more relevant
shit. He said,
shit.
I got tired of all the boss talk from Michael Cole. She hadn't been the boss since she was a heel. I really do agree with that.
You're right.
Actually.
It's boss time.
Nick Jackson says that was the dumbest fucking argument ever. Fucking apology.
What?
I think he's talking about with Sasha Banks. Jamie Tana called her CM Banks. And then Jason Michael Campbell says, I feel sorry for the WWE. The gimmick pay-per-view is what put them out of business. And then George Counterman, who's one of our top fans on the Spotlight, says Sasha overvalues herself in WWE. That's part of the issue. She's important, but not the end-all, be-all. I agree with that. I truly
she feel like she's like the number one gal that's dead. Unfortunately, no, you're not. Boo.
No, you're not. But do you think she would be a bigger star outside of WWE?
No.
Not. I mean, of course, because of the buzz is going to be there.
Yeah,
for a little while.
It'll make people watch, but
yeah.
I think if she went to AEW, she would be the game changer for AEW's women's division.
It would make people watch.
Exactly.
That would be the only reason. But will she? And
that makes her a bigger star.
I mean,
if you're drawing people to the product, that makes you a bigger star.
But I mean, that's basically like the first woman that would jump ship to go to AEW from that company would be the game changer.
And I think that's why she's pushing so hard to
and that's not only open to Sasha Banks. So that would be open to a lot of women in the WWE. So that's the thing is
that he's not using.
If one of them jumps ship, that would become a game changer. She's just trying to be the first one. She's simply trying to be the first one. She ain't the best one.
No.
But she's trying to be the first one.
Hey, she's one of the best from WWE. So a couple of more news that we got to just run through real quick. We had All Japan Pro Wrestling's current junior heavyweight champion, Atsushi Ataki. He passed away this week, unfortunately. In my eyes, this past Monday, it was the best Firefly
yes!
ever.
It was! Oh my god! It didn't remind you of the Kanye West workout video almost. Absolutely. Oh my god, that's
and then I forgot who it was, but on Twitter they came up with a remix with the muscle band dance to the milkshake.
No,
milkshake brings up. Yes.
I have to find it.
It's on their True Hill page, so check that out.
Oh my god!
And Eli Drake was granted his release from Impact Wrestling. We touched on that previously before. I know that's the top guy. JJ is one of his guys. And then one of the news I really wanted to touch on. I didn't have it right here. I don't have it written down, but WWE pulls another petty move that backfires. WWE decided on August 31st, the same day as All Elite Wrestling's next big show in Chicago, All Out. The same day as New Japan Pro Wrestling makes their debut event in London, England, called the Royal Quest, they decided they were going to run WWE NXT UK in Cardiff, Wales. What they thought was they talked to a person that was involved in ticker seller websites and stuff and research like that. They thought that New Japan had only sold 2,000 tickets. Not realizing that New Japan was using two different ticket companies, so they had sold over 6,000 tickets for their show in London. The show in Cardiff, Wales is only holding about 1,200 people for NXT UK. And also, WWE didn't do their research to realize that Cardiff, Wales have a national rugby game the same day.
Oh, they definitely not going to that shit. They damn sure not going to that shit. Nope.
The same day as WWE NXT UK.
That's like having a big ass soccer game. You damn sure not going. Nope, they're not doing that.
The hotel prices are through the roof because everyone's traveling there for the rugby game.
You should just cancel it. Sorry.
They don't have the traveling crowd because the traveling crowd will be going to London, England, or if you're in the U.S., you're going to Chicago for All Out. So WWE, Petty Vince, you fucked yourself. Congratulations.
So did Vince do that for the UK or was it Hunter?
I mean, it's 1,200 seats. They'll sell out.
They won't sell out.
1,200.
The last one in Royal Albert Hall when there was a soccer game, it did not sell out. Their last.
I mean, yo, if y'all don't sell out a takeover with 1,200 seats,
he didn't sell it out. The Royal,
because ain't none of us coming over to that
Royal
bitch.
Albert Hall has like 1,500. They didn't sell that.
I got a special date in that country around that time, but it's
not going. You're not going there. She's not going to have. Nope.
It's in England, and she ain't having it.
Nope.
We will touch on what you guys got to say about that last bit of news that we gave you. We'll touch on that in a moment, but we got to run through what we've missed. What we've missed, of course, today was WWE Super Showdown, a.k.a. as we've named it so affectionately here, WWE Sweet Saudi Money 3.
SSM?
Yes, SSM3. We were promised a cash in from Brock Lesnar for the fourth time and didn't get it. Seth Rollins defeated Baron Corbin in the opener. We had Kofi Kingston defeat Dolph Ziggler, even though everybody and their mama believed that since Brock didn't cash in on Seth Rollins, Brock was going to cash in on Kofi. He did not.
How? What? Why?
Because he can cash in on anything.
Right, but I'm saying... Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Fine, finish.
We were supposed to get, they flied out Alexa Bliss and Natalya to have the first ever women's match in Saudi Arabia. The Saudi government canceled that and didn't want that to happen, so those women flied out there for nothing. We had...
So we'll only allow Renee to stay. That's it.
Yes.
Renee's the only one. See, Vince, you really need to give them back their money. Just give it back.
Braun Strowman defeat Bobby Lashley, and we had Mansoor, the man that debuted last year in Saudi Arabia. He won the 50-man Battle Royal. And then in what is being called, because I am strictly doing this off of you guys, blessing me with the results in my inbox. I have not seen the show. I'm probably not going to watch it, but I'm going off of the results here. I'm just giving it here because we are a podcast and we have to be impartial. But I hear the main event of Sweet Saudi Money 3 was the worst match of 2019 as Bill Goldberg lost to Undertaker.
So it can't be. Is it worse than the whole Triple H and Shawn Michaels?
Yes.
That wasn't this year.
I know it was worse than that match.
Yes.
That was last year. That was
Top guy JJ, take it away because you saw this match. Take it away, top guy.
Yo. You know what's funny is that I was literally in the gym, right? And I was like, all right, the coolest thing.
So you always see a
because I was in the gym. If I'm in the gym, I'm on the bike. I'm on the bike, right? I'm on the bike. I'm on the elliptical machine. So I was like, all right, I got some eyes. I got something to kill.
Like, you just,
so I was like, all right, cool. I'm watching this clusterfuck. I see 97 people in the ring because I guess I tuned in right at the time of the Battle Royal. It's like, yo, it literally looked like a Dipset performance. In the fucking ring. Damn. There was 97 motherfucking people in the ring. This shit was the worst shit I've ever seen. It's like, yo.
There'll be a lot of people on the stage.
Yo, when I mean the crowd did not give a flying fuck about that shit, they did not give a flying fuck about that battle royal whatsoever.
Not for nothing. The interest is
when people was getting super kicked, people was getting popped. When you seen the 3 NXT tag team greats, you seen like AOP, you seen the War Raiders, and you seen the Revival having a standoff. Came out? No one gave a fuck. Like when I mean no one gave a fuck, no one gave a fuck.
I heard Finn Balor versus Andrade was the best match on the show, and literally maybe one person reacted to it.
Right. So before I digress, before digressing, this is. So I was like,
I mean,
oh shit.
nothing like no.
So I'm on this bike. So I'm like, oh shit.
Wait, did you hear what she said though?
Wait.
She said, I heard the Triple H match was good. All I had to tell her was it was 25 minutes. He said, wait, why?
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get to see these entrances, cool, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm done. I finish up. I'm walking home. My walk is literally 10 minutes home.
From the
10
gym?
minutes. These niggas didn't even start the match yet. Yo, they didn't even start. My walk is 10 minutes home. The match didn't even start yet.
The interest
they are still entering the ring.
I got the meme right here. You want to see it?
This shit was ridiculous.
I heard the approximate time for Undertaker's entry was 5 minutes and 20 seconds.
Look, see?
Fucking ridiculous. Yo, Goldberg's music restarted. Goldberg's music restarted during his entrance. It was that fucking long. And then when the match started, good God. So I thought it started off decent. All right, Undertaker hits him with a right. And then Goldberg spears him. All right, cool. Then the Undertaker Goldberg hit Undertaker with another spear. All right, cool. This looks like this might be some hard hitting shit. But after literally Undertaker tried this little, Goldberg tried his little, whatever the fuck you want to call his little dojo style leg lock.
How old is Goldberg?
Yo, when I tell you they both fell, they both fell. No,
I want to know how old. Okay, hold on. Wait.
They flipped and they both fell. And then Goldberg literally grabs Undertaker's leg and hugs it. And then Cole has the audacity to call it a leg lock. The audacity. And then we're not even going to talk about them choke slams. We're not even going to talk about the choke slams. The choke slams, he got 6 inches off the ground.
I'm pretty sure that your description of this match is a lot more entertaining than the actual
the choke slam, he got him 6 inches off the ground.
Okay, so Bill
Goldberg pre-cut himself before the match. He pre-cut. There was a dot in his head.
I'm done.
There was a dot in his head as his entrance was coming. And then he runs into the post. He runs into the post and then he blades himself. And then oh shit, he's busted open. He's been busted open since he came out the door. We saw the blood coming out. Like this shit was slow. And then he was concussed. Yo, they couldn't even counter counters. Like they tried to counter shit, they both fall.
Oh damn! It's already on YouTube. Oh my god, it's on YouTube already.
This comment from George Councilman. He said 107 combined years in the ring. That was the combined age of Goldberg and the Undertaker.
Yo, what did it for me, bro, was the end of the end sequence. Goldberg, after he hits his third shitty spear, he goes for a jackhammer and hits it with a brainbuster. He hits him with a brain buster. Like, he legit hits him with a brain buster.
He botched the jackhammer.
Like, yo, he did, and he dared to try to pin him. And then Undertaker's fed up. You can tell Undertaker's fed up. He hits him with the weakest chokeslam in wrestling history. Yo, he hit him with a chokeslam that went so high, that shit barely went as high as off the fucking rug. And the match is over.
I'm convinced that
it was the worst pay-per-view televised match since Sting and Jeff Hardy.
That didn't even happen.
And one of those persons was under the influence.
That's what I'm saying. That match didn't even happen.
Ouch. So we
it barely happened. Like, but I'm just saying,
we gotta run.
Oh, that's the botch. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Wait.
Oh, that's the leg lock.
That's the leg lock.
Wait,
what lock?
That was a leg lock.
We have to run through a couple of more events
Krssi,
that we didn't get to go
You're
over.
welcome. I endured that.
Yes, you endured that for us, so I won't watch it. Thank you, JJ, for watching it.
So I'm convinced that the Undertaker has the horrible hairstylist of having his extensions, and he needs to get a haircut.
I don't even care about the
Go back to the short hair.
It's like you don't even have sideburns no more, dude.
Krssi,
like, come on.
Krssi, if they wrestled okay, we wouldn't care about that.
Okay, so wait, the Undertaker. Okay, so wait, Goldberg is 52.
All right, we're running.
Go ahead.
107 combined years is what they were in the ring. So, New Japan Pro Wrestling Best of Super Juniors 26 final was this past Wednesday. We went over a little bit of that. Jon Moxley, the new IWGP United States Champion, defeating Juice Robinson. Jay White got a big victory, his third victory in a row, I think, over Tanahashi. And then the bigger news, the main event. Will Ospreay defeats Shingo Takagi in not only one of the best of Super Juniors finals that I've ever seen, the best match of the year. Yes, I'm saying it. I'm saying it right now. Yes, I'm saying it again. Yes, I said Tanahashi and Okada before, after Wrestle Kingdom. I said Cole and Gargano after Takeover New York.
That's why I said again.
Will Ospreay and Shingo top both of those matches.
Yeah.
Went out and had one of the best matches I've seen in a New Japan ring. Shingo Takagi, I've seen him for over 15 years when he was back in Dragon Gate going to the ROH shows. He's even better now. He's amazing. Then Will Ospreay became the best wrestler in the world throughout that 36 minutes of that match. I saw a guy go from a boy to a man, from a superstar, from the top star that can carry New Japan Pro Wrestling. He took the spot of Kenny Omega. At the Best of the Super Junior 26 finals, they got their replacement for Kenny Omega in Will Ospreay. They got their replacement for Cody Rhodes in Jon Moxley.
So I'm going to kind of piggyback off of what you're talking about right now. So watching those two matches, like great fucking weekend of wrestling, first of all.
Yes.
Great week of wrestling.
And I'm also going to say this as well. Loved Double or Nothing. Loved TakeOver 25.
Love them all.
Best of Super Juniors 26 finals. Better than both shows.
What?
But, I mean, all right. Yes. So all right. So this all
depends. Send me the link, please.
So
Thank you.
This all depends on the wrestling style that you like. But here's the difference. Here's what I think took place over this course of 7 days. We watched the inaugural, one of the greatest pay-per-views that you'll see in years. And then you see NXT TakeOver 25, literally one of the greatest NXT matches of all motherfucking time.
Which was
Gargano Cole. That match was to my opinion, that was match of the year. Because of I love stories in matches. I love how stories come back into play into matches, and they played it perfectly.
Yes.
But there's sometimes that moment where you literally see a wrestler become the best in the world. And that is what Will Ospreay did at Best of Super Juniors. He took over as the greatest wrestler in the world that night, or that morning for us. He became the absolute best. So I used the shit that this man was doing in that ring. You literally thought that you was playing WWE No Mercy, and you're creating moves, and he's executing them.
Wow.
And it was so unreal, you couldn't even react to the shit that he was doing. It was like, what? I never even seen this shit before. I didn't even know this shit was possible. I didn't even know these moves was capable of happening. And he is pulling these shits off flawlessly. And that is like the transit. So that's why for SP, that's the best match for him, because he literally saw somebody become the best. And for me, I just love storytelling wrestling. So my pick for that is definitely Cole and Gargano, but then his would be that because the passing of the best in the world torch. That right there, like, it's hard. It's basically pick your flavor.
Before we go into TakeOver 25, I do want to say the best two matches I saw outside of the finals from the Best of the Super Juniors, both involved Will Ospreay as well. Will Ospreay versus Bandito, which was great, high-fiving, ridiculous for like 20-25 minutes. And then Will Ospreay versus Rocky Romero, which was more of a story of a KG veteran versus the rising star.
How do we get Jason off this page?
Great storytelling.
How do we get Jason off this page?
Comments after we go through everything we missed. TakeOver 25, some nice transition.
Yo, TakeOver 25. But Like, we had, like, 2 weeks of wrestling. Like, I mean, like, 2 back-to-back Saturdays of, like, great freaking wrestling. I mean, you had the Double or Nothing pay-per-view, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Fact.
I'll Eat Crow or whatever it is. It was great. Then...
How dare you even thought anything different of Double or Nothing?
I mean, I just... For a first pay-per-view, I was like, okay, I'm not going to have any type of feelings. I'm not going to give any reactions. Right. I didn't know what to expect. Amazing. Then you give me TakeOver in fucking Connecticut. Like, whatever.
The crowd delivered.
The crowd was amazing, though. Yes. I'm not even going to lie. Takeover, from the minute TakeOver started to the minute it ended, I don't understand how WWE drops their pay-per-views and you can give a 2.5-hour show with consistency.
And how quick that show felt. Oh my God. I'm looking at the time when Cole and Gargano and it ended at like 9:30. I'm like, fuck, I could have went to the show.
Yo, you know the fucked up thing about it is that you went into NXT TakeOver 25 not having the highest expectations.
No, exactly. But they didn't really even sell the show. They barely sold the show.
From first match to last match 1 through 5. Is in line for the greatest takeover.
I didn't really care about the girls' match.
Like in line, I'm saying, and I'm not saying it is, but
I was like, she won again. I was like, oh God.
But that match with Io Shirai was fucking good.
It was really good. That was Shayna Baszler's best performance on a takeover.
But the most underrated match to me in the year 2019. And it will remain that way because people will not give it the credit that it deserves. Is motherfucking Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong. Oh my God!
That's good.
That was a good match.
Holy shit!
Not for nothing, because I wasn't really a Matt Riddle fan, but it sold me.
I think even if we look back on this in December, that's going to be WWE's best opener of the year.
Oh my God!
That was the best opener. That was even top. I'm a big fan of, and that's why I can't go as far as Top Guy JJ calling TakeOver 25 one of the greatest ever, because we just saw the greatest ever TakeOver like a couple of months ago. TakeOver New York was the greatest TakeOver ever. Like,
yes,
there's no question.
No, I said one of the greatest.
Not for nothing. I wish these matches were some of them that happened at the 25 was at.
And that's why I also won't go as far as saying Cole and Gargano is my match of the year, because it's not even the best.
I
just feel like this match was a great match. It was an instant classic. It's
Cole
not,
and Gargano.
Yeah, and it's not 5 stars to me. Honestly, they just
that's your personal opinion.
They got a little bit too cute with the outside stuff. The near falls was a little bit too much. They wanted to match the drama of the first match, and I get that. And it
has to be like the best of 3 because it's gonna be another one. It's gonna be a third one.
I think they're gonna do another one like later down the line.
That's why I was surprised that they gave it to Gargano on the first run, because I was like,
well, that was this whole story. The whole story was Johnny Gargano. Adam Cole was just a replacement for Ciampa. So
you're right. Yes,
you had to complete the Johnny Gargano story. Okay. But I felt like, and that was another reason why I feel Cole and Gargano 1 is a much better match than Cole and Gargano 2, because I felt like there was no question Cole was winning this match. Like Cole and Gargano 1, there was a legit. I don't know who's gonna win.
Okay,
I don't know if they're gonna let Johnny get his moment or Adam Cole.
Yeah, but that sounds.
I actually thought that Gargano was going to win because he just got the belt. It hasn't been that long. I was like, nah, he's going to win it again.
The only reason that I felt like it was for sure Cole was winning is because Gargano is just this second version of Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn had one title defense.
I get your points, but it's one of those you kind of going into it as a realist. I went into it, I love going into these takeovers with no objectivity
Velveteen Dream,
and that's how I enjoy these shows.
I looked at him totally different.
Who, Tyler Breeze?
Yep.
Oh, whatever.
Tyler Breeze definitely.
I didn't even know he could wrestle so damn good.
That ladder match was insane.
Oh, the ladder match was. Oh my God! When I was jumping in my house like I was at the show. I was so happy for Crime Time. I mean, you could have thought I was at.
Did you just call him Crime Time?
Oh shit.
I have the Crime Time, Street Profits.
Because it's carbon copy. It is the same shit, just that they have cups now. I'm just sorry. And they're more like comical and they're a little bit better than, Crime Time. But it's carbon copy. But I love them even more. However, Great fucking match.
That ladder match was insane. I have Street Profits here as the MVPs.
Yes.
The MVP of that match, Kyle O'Reilly, for those insane bumps. He was taking ridiculous
Hey,
bumps.
didn't he have didn't he have the arm?
But Montez Ford became a motherfucking star that night.
He definitely
Montez Ford became a motherfucking star that night. Black motherfucking excellent shine, baby.
He definitely stepped
that
up
boy, woo!
For sure.
That boy performed on Takeover.
Yes, last week.
To touch on AEW Double or Nothing real quick, Cody and Dustin, one of the matches of the year.
Yes, oh my God, that was so
5-star rated classic.
Hell yeah.
Like the Stone Cold and Bret Hart, that blood, oh my, great match.
One of the iconic Crimson Masses by Dustin Rhodes. Young Bucks prove they're the best tag team in the world in a fantastic display against Lucha Bros. I had multiple people that never saw the Young Bucks ever before at Legends telling me, this is why everybody loves them. I was like, yeah, that's why.
Yeah. and they came dressed out as Elvis.
Of course, well, not really, but
I mean, they had no Elvis. Come on.
I guess Jericho defeats Kenny Omega, and he's gonna move on to verse Hangman Page at All Out in Chicago, and of course Jon Moxley's debut. So match of the night was Cody versus Dustin. MVP was Jon Moxley. You want to read off anything from the Spotlight or the True Hills before we end it off with Dominion real quick?
I mean, the Cody versus Dustin, as far as emotional match of the year, I mean, that was it was one of those that was right in line. I love storytelling wrestling, man.
And they use the same story that his dad did with his old, with the son.
And that's how you get people to buy in.
And they use it all over again, and it just made it even better.
Like sometimes you're not going to see the craziest moves in the world, but when you are gripped into a match and you have no idea what's about to happen, and you just
wait. We forgot something totally big. When Cody came out, and his wife he went and got that damn sledgehammer.
That was a shot. Shot five.
We had
right there. Cody literally put the nail in the coffin with his entire relationship with any other company.
That's it.
Like especially WWE, but I was like,
don't think I'm not gonna win?
I'm going all in.
Yep.
That's it. That's it.
I love it. I love it all. I love that show as well.
It's hard.
I would say Double or Nothing is in my top 5, top 3 shows of the year.
But Simon Monk did say something pretty interesting too. That the grizzled young vets in Mustache Mountain from Takeover Blackpool is right in line with the Matt Riddle.
For opener,
opener. Oh right. My God! Like those shits are neck and neck. Those shits are neck and motherfucking neck.
And Rico Black versus the War Raiders.
I would definitely say that's number 3. I would say that's number 3. But
let's run through Dominion because our friend has to run real quick. So let's go through these matches for Dominion this Sunday. Dominion is considered New Japan Pro Wrestling's second biggest show of the year. It's considered one of the biggest shows in wrestling of the summer. So this is like the big show before G1 starts in the summertime. So in the opener, it's going to be the new IWGP US Champion Jon Moxley versus the young lion Shoto Umino. I don't think we really have to go down the line.
Jon Moxley. He's not losing no time soon.
We got Kojima going one-on-one with Shingo Takagi. This is Shingo's introduction, his first time versing a heavyweight in New Japan Pro Wrestling. A lot of rumors are saying that Shingo is going to be in the G1, which please, New Japan, put Shingo in the G1, please. Who you got in this one?
Dude, after that, but Shingo.
Shingo.
It's like, what the fuck?
Shingo down the line as well. We got Jushin Thunder Liger and Yoshihashi versus the Suzuki Gun tandem of Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. This is continuing the rivalry between Liger and Suzuki. Who you got in this one?
Zack Sabre Jr. and Suzuki.
Great match, but definitely Sabre and Suzuki.
I think we're going to set up for Yoshihashi versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the British Heavyweight Championship. So I think Liger and Yoshihashi win this one. Who you got? 6-man tag team matchup. It's going to be Hiroshi Tanahashi, Juice Robinson, and Rizuki Taguchi versus Jay White, Chase Owens, and Taiji Ishimori of the Bullet Club.
Jay White, Chase, and
I'm not touching anything that involves Tanahashi right now. He is cold as ice.
I think I'm going to agree with the guys.
Tanahashi is way too cold right now.
Our friends in the Bullet Club, Jay White, Ishimori, and my friend Chase Owens. To our YouTube channel and check out our interview with Chase Owens. Really funny guy. He's a very fun interview that we got on our YouTube channel. Never Openweight Championship is on the line. Taishi will be defending against Big Match Tommy. Tomohiro Ishii. Who you got in this one?
Ishii.
You got Ishii?
Ishii just doesn't seem to win matches.
Ooh, okay.
I'm just gonna go with Tachi because I don't see Ishii Ishii's always like a dangerous son of a bitch, but he just doesn't win.
Okay.
I'm gonna agree with Crystal. I'm gonna go with Ishii. I feel like Ishii is the perfect never openweight champion, and it's gonna set up some big matches for the rest of the year. We got IWGP tag team titles on the line. It's gonna be Gorillas of Destiny, GOD, defending against Evil and Sonata of LIJ. Who you got?
LIJ.
LIJ, new champions. Who you got? JJ.
I'm definitely gonna go with GOD.
GOD, I'm gonna agree with them. I'm gonna go with our friends in the Bullet Club. GOD, Tama Tonga. Check out that interview as well. IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. I'm gonna give this a certified banger status. This is gonna be a great one. It's gonna be Dragon Lee defending against the winner of the Best of Super Juniors 26, Will Ospreay. Who you got?
Ospreay.
I think Ospreay confirms his status as the best wrestler in the world, and he wins the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, and he takes that title for the first time since Prince Devitt was in the G1. He takes the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title and is a part of the G1 this summer.
I'm not gonna sit here and call somebody the best in the world and think they gonna lose in their very next match. Definitely going with Ospreay taking the title on this one.
Okay.
This one is another one that plans to be one of the best matches of the night and one of the best matches of the year. If you saw them at the G1 Supercard, it's for the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. Kota Ibushi will be defending against Tetsuya Naito. Naito versus Ibushi 3 in 2019. Who you got?
Ibushi.
You got Ibushi successfully defending. Who you got?
I see Naito actually regaining his Intercontinental Championship because I see bigger things on the horizon for Ibushi coming up later in the year.
Okay.
I'm going to foreshadow the big things that he sees that I probably see the same thing as him.
Okay.
I think Naito beats Ibushi to become the new Intercontinental Champion because I feel like Naito is the new Nakamura for the Intercontinental title in New Japan.
Oh, poor Nakamura.
And Ibushi goes on and wins the G1 later this summer to verse Okada in the Tokyo Dome in January. Who you got? This one is the main event. One of the most anticipated matches of the year is going to be Okada defending the IWGP Heavyweight Championship against the Painmaker, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho.
Great t-shirts, but he's definitely not winning the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Going to be a great match. Going to be a thriller. Obviously, it's my boy. I love him to death. He just got a big win versus Kenny motherfucking Omega at Double or Nothing.
So you think that's no.
He ain't taking the IWGP Heavyweight.
Okay.
Nah, he ain't. He ain't going that far.
Okay.
So,
All Okada has to do
he ain't taking it that far.
is avoid the Judas effect. That's all he has to do.
Now, clearly, you know who I'm rooting for. But who I think is going to win, I think Okada is going to take an ass whooping, but I think he's going to retain.
I think after 3 Rainmakers, Okada defeats Jericho. And
3 of them?
Yes,
Okay.
and successfully defends the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. But definitely, guys, if you're not a subscriber to New Japan World, become a subscriber today. This weekend, this Sunday, is going to be one of the best shows of the year. Last year, in 2018, Dominion was my show of the year because of that classic between Okada and Omega 4. So check it out this Sunday, Dominion on New Japan World. So, any final thoughts before we wrap up True Hill Heat 37, guys?
Nope.
Thank God we have finally got some quality motherfucking wrestling, boy. That shit felt so good. Thank you. And gives me a reason to skip Raw and SmackDown. Gives me a reason to not give a fuck about any of that. The only reason why I even tune into that is just so I know what's going on for the show.
I can't even elaborate, but like Raw is just trash, son. Like,
see, aren't you glad we found you when we did, so we can expose you to the rest of the wrestling world when WWE is struggling like this?
But this whole like wild card bullshit is just like it's the same shit every fucking week. You got Roman Reigns, you got the Usos. It's the same thing. Carp is just like copied and paste. Like, yeah, we're gonna do this
horrible,
stuff.
Man.
And then you go on SmackDown, like not even which was like the better show. It's not even like it's just.
Yeah,
it's just there.
It's just there. Let's
just be happy that we had some great wrestling over the past week.
We had 3 great shows that I think are going to be in the top 10, top 15 shows.
and then we got topped off with Undertaker and Goldberg.
And then you had Sweet Saudi Money 3. I mean, Couple of thoughts from the True Hills in the spotlight before we wrap it up. Cody versus Dustin is so far the best match of the year, in my opinion, says Jeremy Clinton. Nick Jackson says Kyle O'Reilly went through it in that fucking ladder match. And he says he agrees Montez is the fucking man. Chris Gutierrez says, can't remember if I cried at Legends after the Rose match. Damn margaritas.
Facts.
Nick Jackson also says Cody finally burned his bridge to the WWE, I suppose.
I don't know about burning bridges, sir.
He did.
Steve Salvage says Bushiest versus Naito should be called the Watch Your Neck match. Absolutely. Guys, please, Ibushi and Naito, don't break each other's necks on Sunday. Please. I need you guys to have great matches in the G1. So, finally, guys, thank you guys for watching True Hill Heats 37. If you haven't already, if you're watching on the Spotlight page, become a member of our True Hills group page. Follow us on our Twitter machine at True Hill Heat. Of course, if you're watching this on the True Hills group page, like and follow the Spotlight page, as well as check out Battle Club Pro. Battle Club Pro is our independent promotion that we sponsor here in New York City. Their next event is on June 21st. It's called Unfinished Business, where they're going to crown their first ever Battle Club Pro World Champion. So check that out. Battle Club Pro Unfinished Business on June 21st. Guys, where can they follow you on social media?
You can find me at the sensational Miss Krssi Luv or Krssi Luv _ on IG and on Facebook, Twitter as well.
And I am True Hill _ Top Guy JJ. And guys, leave us some comments. Let us know if y'all want us back in the True Hill Funhouse.
Absolutely. Please leave us a comment on our YouTube channel on one of our videos. We had True Hill Heat 35 in the True Hill Funhouse. We had True Hill Heat 36 at Legends. We're trying out different locations for True Hill Heat, so we want to know your feedback. So leave a comment on our YouTube channel about that and become a subscriber for our YouTube channel. We are always looking for more subscribers, and we want to go live on YouTube. iTunes, True Hill Heat. Check that out later this week. True Hill Heat 37 will be up. So until True Hill Heat 38, that's Top Guy JJ, Miss Krssi Luv, I'm SP3, and we are signing off.
Peace.